Welcome back to the channel. So, if you didn't know, a few weeks ago, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago now, I made the decision to not go like completely Luddite on technology or anything like that, but I saw my smartphone becoming kind of a problem for me. And I just had this inkling talking with actually my dad and my uncle a little bit about the way things used to be. And this channel's focused with nostalgia and gaming for the most part. Obviously, I stream old games, but I like to talk about, other various things of that nature of how things used to be when I was growing up. And we were talking about how maybe the biggest thing on what keeps us longing for a feeling of how it used to be is the fact that Americans spend a ton of hours a day on smartphones. And I was up there. I was up to like, I think I was averaging a little bit over 8 hours a day. Um, There's some days I hit like 9.5, 10 hours, which is crazy, but it is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I was doing. A lot of it was just throwing a random YouTube videos on, or really not so much doom scrolling with me, unless you want to kind of. I was on Twitter a good bit though. I would go hop on Twitter on my lunch, or anything like that. And I thought I was telling myself, well, I'm doing this YouTube channel. I need to be keeping up on the news. I got to see what people are talking about on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it now, and try and promote the channel, get people in here talking about the way things used to be. Find like-minded people to get in here and enjoy the channel. But it was doing nothing, and I don't have Twitter on my phone now. Twitter is the last thing I got rid of. Actually, I think I just got rid of that. What's today? Wednesday. I think I got rid of that on Saturday. So it's been like 4 or 5 days. And yeah, I just actually logged on and looked at Twitter on my desktop. I have no notifications. It's not like you have this thing with these smartphones, where you have this feeling like you're gonna miss out if you don't pick it up and check it. What's happening? Like I can't miss it, but it does. It doesn't do anything for you to know that information, and also, it's all in your head. And I don't like posting on there. I don't like the nonsense, the fake stuff that you have to do. Like, you know, it's all, it's not even real, genuine discussion where people actually care about like discussing the topic. It's more about like just trying to own each other, one up, get a viral post or what have you. And I don't like that. So I was sitting there, as I already got rid of like all the other like Instagram, that was gone weeks ago. You know, Reddit gone. All those were everything's gone. The only thing I have left on my phone is YouTube because I kind of feel like I should have the YouTube Studio app since I have a YouTube channel and I think that is kind of necessary, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong, but we still have that for now. And then the essential things like weather and camera and text messages. But that's everything, all the social media. I mean, if you want to count YouTube as social media, it is, but nothing where I can just rage and comment and see rage and commenting. All that stuff's gone. And man, is it just a freeing feeling after a while. It's hard at first. I'll be honest with you. Like, and I had a um experience where I was recently, if you don't know, last busy couple weeks, but I took a trip to a beach with my family for a couple days, and I was sitting there on the beach, I'm not on my phone, and I'm just looking around, and I see a bunch of other people staring at their phones, and I was just like, "Man, that's kinda crazy that people just come to the beach to do what they do on their couch, but get smacked in the face with humid, salty sea breeze and not take in the beauty of the ocean. They're sitting on the phones." And then as I have that thought, literally seconds later, I pick my phone up to look at Twitter and I stop myself and I'm like, it's me. And that is when I got rid of Twitter. That was the weekend. And it's been, like I said, first couple of days, it's like, oh, I wonder what's going on in gaming, but it doesn't even pertain to me anyway. I don't like it's okay to not be involved sometimes. So I've been doing more reading, which is nice because I enjoy doing that. And with this channel, I kind of got away from it. But why do I have to care about what um, Nintendo or Sony or any of them are doing, like on a weekly or daily basis? You already know my opinion. I know that they're companies that just want our money and nothing's going to change there. And we're just going to play old games and make videos like this talking about how the world works. And um, yeah, it's just getting back on topic. If you're feeling like, oh, I wish it could go back to how it was in the late 90s, early 2000s, I feel like, so I have my phone screen time down to under 2 hours now, which I still want to get, that's still too high. I want to get a little lower than that even, but I basically have set a rule for myself now where I'll use it here and there, at work, listen to some YouTube channels that I like in the background on my lunch, something like that, or music. Um, that's an app I forgot. I still have a music app on my way to work in the car, listening to some music, but or while got back into lifting, moderately lifting weights again. So like things like that. But when I get home from work till I'll dabble a little bit with, like last night I forget the YouTuber I found last night. I watched one of his videos before bed, about an hour before bed. I actually wanted to talk about something that would be another video, but anyway, there's like a 4 hour window from when I get home from work till when I can open the phone again. So I try to be completely phoneless. And the night seems to be, I don't know, things slow down. You're just, maybe you're just sitting there at the dining room table, looking at the color of the light and thinking about, man, my walls could really use a new painting, which maybe I'll do. I have time to paint now with not doom scrolling at all or doom twittering on my phone. Um, I read a chapter of a book today on when I got home from work. That's something I haven't done in months, so that was nice. And I actually have time. I've got things done earlier, and I actually have time to make this video. So that's cool. Sit down and talk with you guys. I don't know if you're gonna like this video. Where this is the type of video I like, though, where it's just what's going on with me. What are my thoughts? I'd like to know what you think about this topic in the comments as well. Like, this is the type of stuff I like. No script or anything, so I'm just gonna make it anyway. We'll see if you guys like it. But yeah, I think when you put the phone down and just be present in the moment, because that's how it was in the time that we're nostalgic for, it kind of feels like you're getting some of that back. And I think it's good to play a game like that, where in that window of no phone, we're doing a playthrough of Pokemon Blue. I picked up Pokemon Blue on my Game Boy and I just sat there with only the Game Boy music, bad music coming out of there and everything. Not music's not bad quality wise. It's you know what I mean. And I just felt like I could enjoy the game more and take it in and just really be 100% and focused on it. And that's kind of what I think I'm getting at is without the phone and turn the notifications off and just have it gone out of your sight for a while, you can just be present again in the moment and things slow down. I really feel like time slows down for you. I mean, and that's time is life. I mean, our life is our time. And those things are sucking 8, 9 hours a day out of people. And what are you getting back? You're giving that thing your time. What do you get back from the phone? I doubt most people are actually learning a language or something, maybe a little bit of the day, but not all of it. So, what are you getting in return from it? So it's been a nice 3-ish weeks, in my opinion. I don't plan on going back to it. I don't plan on putting any of that on my phone. Actually, there's some apps I saw where it's like a minimalist phone to like hide it. Kind of hides all the nonsense apps that, are on there, like, uh, your credit card stuff or uh, student loan payment apps, healthcare apps, whatever. But like it hides anything from you don't see any notification, but it'll email, all that stuff. So I might look into getting one of those and utilizing that. But my dogs are making a bunch of noise upstairs. Um, and then there's just being bored once in a while, which I want to make a whole. I kind of want to make a whole video on being bored, but when you're bored, you just have time to contemplate and think about yourself and your own ideas and your own thoughts and desires and wants. Because I think when you're not that you don't think about that on a day-to-day basis, but with that phone, it's so noisy and you're getting all the background of this is what you got to do. This is the grind mindset. This is what, take the cold plunge, do your daily dose of 10 pages of reading, meal prep, and everyone's just yelling at you on how to live, which it might just all be fake anyway. Who knows what people are saying is true and what have you, but man, it's nice to not have all of that. Truly, it feels good. I'm not saying this is going to work for everyone by any means, but if you're longing for the time period that most people tuning into this channel seem to be longing for, maybe it's worth trying. That's all I'm trying to say. That's about it, guys. Just wanted to talk about not just playing games minimally, but maybe try to live more minimally, aka not a little disconnected, a little. It's weird because I disconnected, but I feel more connected with my life. Um, yeah, maybe I'll make an update when I'm like 2 or 3 months in. Talk to you guys on stream about it. Um, I'm enjoying playing Pokemon Blue with you guys. Hope to see you there. I'm gonna upload this and then I'm gonna go read a book I'm currently on, The Problem of Pain. So see you tomorrow, guys. Take care of yourself. Hope your week's going well. Thanks for listening if you're still here. Peace.